speak. 3, 2, 1, and rolling.
River, I'm so happy to be here talking with you today because we have never met. I only know you through your work. I'm a big fan of yours.
Normally, nice meeting you.
We don't start interviews saying we're a big fan. That's supposed to be a no-no. But you have to know that I am. And I especially enjoyed your performance in Running on Empty. There are so many elements to that film, and as I sat there living that experience with the family and everything, one thought that came to my mind is how you would react, or how do you think you would handle it if you were really in that boy's position?
Me being River.
Mm-hmm.
I would have handled it differently. I would have, I think, overreacted. I'd been a little more dramatic because I'm not as used to the patterns that Danny has been through, and he's very aware of the cycles that he's gone through, and it's happened again and again, and it's just like, here we go again, another hiding, another place to be, and it's different for Danny, I think, than it would be for me. I mean, I would have been a lot more distressed by it all, and a lot more confused, because I come from an entirely different situation, something that...
What is your family life like? Now, I know you're professional people, but you know, when you're the family unit, what are you like?
It's hard to say. We're all over the place. There's a lot of stuff that's out there in the open as far as feelings.
If you get angry,
it's out there. It's out there. Everything's out there. It's really honest and immediate, and because of that, we don't let things build up too long so that we can deal with it and talk about it. And there's not many head games that go on. If we're upset, we don't show it by walking around with a real grim look on our face for hours and hours on end. You know, we'll deal with it, and we won't, you know, we replace the guilt that most people give each other when they're upset with someone else with real honest feelings, whether they be real positive or drastically negative.
Are there times, well, first of all, let me ask you, what is your age now?
17.
Okay. When you were younger, particularly, and you had some disagreement with your parents, and you would voice that disagreement, and they'd say, I don't know, maybe your parents didn't, but most parents say, because I said so, because this is the way it's got to be. Now, would you have that in your family?
A lot of times, well, most of the time, if not all the time, my parents deal with all the kids on a very equal level. It's not that I'm the parent, you're the kid, you know, listen to this. There's reasoning involved. We'll communicate our feelings, and you know, we'll negotiate and work it out. And you know, there comes a time where, you know, the parents, you know, have to put their fist down and say, this is, you know, what we have to do. This is better for all. And but usually, I mean, usually, I mean, if it's obvious that it's the right thing, you know, we'll agree on it. I mean, we're all reasonable people. And one thing that I was talking about with a friend earlier about what parents do that really annoys me, and I guess every parent does it to all the kids, is when you know, they say, listen, it's time to go to sleep now. I mean, speaking when I was younger, it's time to go to bed now. And then you'll say, well, you know, I want to go out, I want to do this, this, and that, and they'll say, no, this is what, you know, you should be doing. You have an early call tomorrow morning or something. You have responsibilities to attend. You should get some sleep. And you'll say, well, what time is it? And they'll say, time to go to sleep. Or, you know, that little twist of, oh, you want to just, you want to...
You want to say, give me a fighting chance.
Something like that, yeah.
River, in this movie, your character is a pianist. You must play the piano, do you?
No, I don't play the piano. I learned to play. I mean, I can play chords and, you know, the basics, but I couldn't read music, and I couldn't play piano, and I didn't know any classical music to play. And they had a piano coach that they had hired for me to learn all this kind of stuff, which is kind of ironic because that summer I wanted to get piano lessons and learn the basic theory and learn how to read music. And then Lorimer came along with this piano coach, and they paid for it. It was great, so it worked out, and I played throughout that stuff, and it was fun.
You're very good. I'm not a pianist, but I'm tuned in, seeing lots of piano competitions. You were very convincing.
Well,
I mean,
thank you.
fooled me, let me tell you. Yeah, that's great. That really is great. Did that put extra stress on you as an actor, though, because you had to be worrying about that, and did that kind of take away from your concentration as an actor?
Early on, I was worried about if I could do it or not, but I had practiced enough, and I had enough lessons and help from Gar, the piano coach, so that when it came around, I mean, it was second nature as far as the fingering. It was all memorized. I didn't have to concentrate on reading, and I just played it through, and it really came easy, and it looked realistic. I mean, I hate the films where you see people's hands playing, and then it cuts back to the people playing hiding their hands, and they're just like. And in this, it's fun because you see the hands, and then it pans up, and you see me playing. And it's like, yeah, I did that, and it feels good because it just adds realism to the film, and I think that.
Did you enjoy the classical music?
I was listening to a lot of it during that time, and I really do like it, and I love strings, I love cello, and I met one of the cello players that were acting in it at Juilliard, and the bassoon player, and I had written a song, and we had gotten together, and we had recorded it at a 24-track studio on my 17th birthday, and it was a lot of fun. It was kind of like this vaudevillian song with a kind of polka beat, and with cello and piano and guitar, and it was fun.
Are we going to hear that?
Are you going to hear that? I don't have the tape on me. But
you should release it. I think it'd be great.
Release it?
Sure, why not?
Because it's for me.
Oh,
it's
all
a
right.
private venture that is
okay.
a lot of fun.
Okay.
But I play it for friends and stuff. But as far as, I don't know.
Well, River, we've used up our time, but again, it's been very
we
nice.
have?
Yeah, it's been very nice talking with you.
You stay out of this. We're talking some more. No. Okay.
When it starts recording on the spool, they get a little nervous. Anyway.
Any other questions? Any last minute
adjustments? No, I think that could cover it for the time. What's your next film, or do you have another one coming up?
I haven't worked since Running on Empty, and I'm kind of anxious to do something substantial and something that's really good. I'd like to do something that's candid, real life with some humor involved. I'm doing a little cameo bit part in Indiana Jones 3 for fun, and that should be good. I get to ride a caballo, a horse, that is. That should be a lot of fun, and I'm doing that in Colorado starting September, just for a couple weeks.
Okay, well, we'll look for that.
All right.
Meanwhile, I hope Running on Empty does well for you.
I hope so, too.
Wonderful performance.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Nice talking to you.
Thanks.
Cut! Cut!